Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Vande Gujarat.
Hello friends, colleagues and all my dear students. Now once again we meet today with a new topic, and till now we have seen the poems, but today let's go into a story which is prescribed in SEM 5 in paper 304 in English main, and the name of that story is 8 rupees. Now my dear students, the writer of this story is Muralidas Melwani, and he is very much an Indo-Anglian writer, as this paper suggests, because this paper is on Indo-Anglian literature. So we come across a short story writer who has gone deeply into the psychology of a 16-year-old boy. Now, in the beginning, as we do, let's have an introduction with the story writer. Now, Muralidas Melwani, he is an eminent short story writer, and apart from being a short story writer, he has experimented with a lot of forms, and after these experiments, he has set a trend in the field of Indo-Anglian story, and his themes, his themes are basically common themes, and there is nothing special about them, but the way in which he treats the themes and the way in which he proceeds, that is a marvelous treatment. Now, he has exploited new areas, and he has come out with those experiences which are otherwise common looking, but which penetrate in the hearts of his readers. So all these stories, they are basically philosophical in treatment. They are also multi-layered stories, and we can call them political satires, we can call them lyrical themes stories, and we can also address them as the stories of human experience. Now here in this story also, the short story writer, he makes a brilliant use of his creativity, and when the story begins, we are not very much sure that what will happen, and there is a kind of suspense which prevails throughout the story. Now here the story begins on a very humble and common note, and initially in the beginning we come across a boy. He is clad in rags, rather, and his appearance is that of a poor boy. Now, he appears to be a 16 years old boy, and this story is set on such a note where 16-year-old boys, a poor boy, he becomes the main character, because when the age 16 comes before our eyes, then in our imagination a picture comes that this must be a romantic story, but actually saying there is no romance in that, but actually there is poverty here, there is depression, there is humiliation, there is everything which is not fair. And we come across such a poor and downtrodden character. This boy, he is 16 and he does the work of boot polish. Now he has, whether he has chosen this profession, this avocation himself, or the conditions have made him to accept this avocation, that is not sure. But one thing is sure, that he is a helpless and helpless creature who has been thrown on the bitter, painful life, and this life is that of thorns and not that of roses. Now here, when the story starts, this boy is seen to be climbing the upstairs of a multi-storied building, and this building is has so many stories, that this boy gets tired, as he is poor and he doesn't have much to eat. So it appears as if he has got tired, and in a tired mood he is climbing the stairs of this multi-story building. The story writer also mentions the time in which this short story sets itself, and this is nearly the office time, when the hustling and bustling of people start in that mansion, in that multi-story building, and it is the time of 9 o'clock in the morning, or we can call it 9 a.m. sharp. Now this boy, what about his appearance? He is thin, he is small, he is fragile, and he is not a normal looking child. He is not properly dressed up, and as the poor fellow, he doesn't have much clothes to attire himself. Now the story writers, he says that this boy has worn a tattered shirt. This shirt, it seems, he has not purchased from the market because he doesn't have money, but it appears as if somebody has given this shirt to him, and it also appears as if this shirt has exchanged many hands before reaching this poor boy. So finally, when he wears it, it is totally in tatters, and it is a tattered shirt, and on the lower side he wears not a pant but a short, and in his short, 2 brushes and 1 boot polish. He has pushed these articles in the pockets of this short, and as a result of this, the pocket of his shorts, it has bulged out. So from outer scene, we cannot see what is there, but the brushes are long and the pocket is small. So these two brushes, they hardly find a space in the pockets of his shorts. Now the shorts are dirty, the shirt is tattered, and that boy, the 16-year-old boy, hardly has he hardly has mustaches because he is yet in his teens, and he makes his way to one of the top floors of that multi-story building. Now he climbs the stairs, and when he reaches the one of the top floors, he comes across a, a chamber or a cabin which has got an impressive and attractive nameplate. And it appears that this cabin or this chamber is owned by a rich and sincere fellow. So the boy, he this nameplate, it catches the attention of this boy, and he sits just in front of this cabin or chamber. Now there is no chair as such, and he sits on the floor, and he starts waiting for someone to come out of that chamber. He watches patiently, and after 10 to 15 minutes nearly, a gentle looking fellow, he comes out of this chamber, and when he sees this well dressed man coming out of this chamber, his patience is broken, and he leaps. He moves fast to meet that fellow. Now he puts his case that I'm so and so, and I does this avocation of boot polish. I'm a poor boy. Please take pity on me, and please give me a chance to serve, and I polish your boots in such a good manner that you'll become happy and people will appreciate my polish. So in this lovely and appeasing voice, he tries to convince this fellow who has come out of this attractive chamber. Now this incident becomes nearly half an hour. So he has waited patiently for half an hour, and when this moment comes, he feels happy that at last his labor is not lost, because he has sat there for a long while, and his waiting has not gone in vain. Now he comes out, and then he takes out two brushes from his pockets and one boot polish, and then he, in every kind of humble word, he tries to appease that gentleman, that well dressed man who has come out of this chamber. But his words don't find a place, and this gentleman is not at all impressed by the talking of this fellow, this boot polish boy. Now this boy starts getting frustrated, because that man, who appears to be a nice fellow, who appears to be a good fellow, a helpful personality, he doesn't give way to his request. And the well-dressed man is not in a mood to take the services of this boy. So this boy becomes quite frustrated and he is disappointed by this gesture of this fellow. Now, after the man has declined the boy's request and the boy has become disappointed, so he offers to polish the boots of this man in half price, and he says that I will only charge half of my rate, but please, for God's sake, you take pity on me and give me a chance to serve you, because since morning I have not been able to earn even a single penny, and I am a poor boy. I got 3 sisters, I got my old mother, and all these persons, all my family members, they totally rely on my income. If I don't earn much or if I don't earn sufficient, then all my family members will have to sleep hungry. So, for God's sake, please take pity on me, and whatever charge you wish to give me,